Motivation is easy in September. New books, new stationery, you tell yourself this year's gonna be different. But fast forward a few months. It's cold, you're tired, and exams feel like they're miles away. And suddenly you're not revising at all. Until panic hits in March. I've been through GCSEs, and I know what it's like to burn out and crash. But here's the one thing. The students who win in the end aren't the ones who stay motivated all the time. They're the ones who build habits and systems and carry them even when they don't feel like it. So today, I'll show you how to stay consistent and motivated for an entire year without burning out. Motivation is like energy. It spikes when you start something new. Then it disappears. Think about it. How many times have you done the perfect day of revision? Then nothing for the next week. Well, it's because motivation depends on your mood, and your mood changes. If you really want to last the whole year, stop relying on your motivation. Instead, rely on your discipline and structure. Here's what I did. So I picked one fixed revision block every day, even if it was just 30 minutes after school, and I would set it from 5 to 5:30, or if I wanted the longest session, 5 to 6 p.m. No excuses. That was my time to do revision. I treated it like brushing my teeth. It wasn't exciting, but it just came automatically, quite naturally. And this is because when something becomes a habit, you don't need motivation at all. One reason why people burn out is they try to work the whole year round at 100% intensity. Well, that's impossible. Instead, break the school year up into 3 seasons. You have the autumn term, the spring term, and then your summer term. So you have your exam season then. So in the autumn term, start building routines and understand the content. Spring term, start past papers and speed up, and exam season go all in, high intensity. And between these seasons, give yourself days to rest. No revision. You'll see that you'll be generally motivated for mocks, but then for 2 to 3 weeks after, you get a bit demotivated, and that's perfectly normal. Just remember to always keep that end goal in sight. Nothing kills motivation like feeling stuck. So I use the 80-20 rule. So spend 80% of your time on the 20% of the topics that you're weakest at. And this can apply not only in your GCSEs or end of year exams, but also in smaller topics where you're not so sure of some of the sub-contents, basically. I know it feels uncomfortable at first, but it will work, because when you see those low topics start to improve, it's addictive. And suddenly you can believe that you can really improve, and that belief is motivation. Most students track hours, not progress. I revised for 3 hours. Cool, but what did you achieve? You said this, but most people will not actually track how much work they're doing. They'll track the number of hours, as I said before. Instead, what I did was I made a simple progress chart. Every time I finished a paper, or flashcards, or memorized a topic, whatever, I ticked it off my chart. And it sounds tiny, but seeing that checklist eventually fill up week after week was a game changer. Because when you stop thinking, oh, I've done nothing, you see how far you've actually come, and it also, again, boosts your motivation. You can't stay motivated if your body is exhausted. This is something almost every student ignores, okay? Very basic stuff here, but it's very essential. So here's what worked for me. Minimum 7 hours of sleep, 7 to 8 hours. Putting your phone or devices you don't need in another room while revising, and 1 full day of rest every week without any guilt. So you can just refresh your mind, relax, and get back to your revision once you're ready. And when I started treating energy like a whole another subject that I had to manage, everything changed, and I could actually focus, which meant less revision time and better results. This is a secret no one talks about. If you see yourself as someone who struggles, you quit. If you see yourself as someone who gets stuff done, you push through, even through the bad days. So start very small. Tell yourself, I'm someone who revises daily, even if it's only for just 10 minutes. Act like the version of yourself who gets all 9s, because when you change your identity, your habits will follow naturally. Motivation isn't something you wait for. It's something you build by showing up, tracking wins, and protecting your energy. If you follow the system, I guarantee that you won't just survive GCSEs, but you also crush them. If this helped, hit like, subscribe, and check out my other videos for real GCSE advice that works. See you in the next one.